Are we live? Let's see. Are we good? I think we're live. I think we're good. Alrighty. Lovely. Lovely. So, how's everybody doing tonight? This includes you, VOD Squad. Hope you're doing well. It's getting cold. Again. From what I've been seeing, at least. Hi, Pack. How are you today? So I'm trying to think back to what we got up to last time in Deadly Premonition. So I think last time we was that the one where we went through Becky's house and then spoke to the twins and found out that she's sisters with Diane? I remember we were having um George stake out, and he and Emily are watching the married couple who own and operate the diner. Hi, Knox. No worries. I'm happy to see you here. Oh, I also remember something else we did last time. We spoke to the guy who owns the Panda Bear, which was the gun store, and he was talking to us about the collectible cards. And then the game crashed. There we go. Now I remember what happened. Took me a moment. Completely forgot about the crash too. All right, I'm just gonna give it another couple minutes. I think I remember one like a big detail about the about a section coming up from when I first played this game, which was like 10 years ago or so. And there's one very annoying part that almost loses you the whole thing because of how they programmed it. You know what I think right about now is a good time to get to the game. Now I just hope that my controller is recognized again, and I don't have to replug it in like every other time. I really hope that the game doesn't have that weird frame rate issue it was having last time. And of course it doesn't want to recognize the controller first try. Oh goodness, I was seeing it get framey there. We were on chapter 12? Oh dang.
Previously during the investigation.
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen.
Thomas, did you see Nick here?
No. When I got here, he was already like this.
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'll do it!
George, stay back. She's trying to speak.
No! It couldn't be! Nick! Oh, please, no!
You got us good this time, Zach.
Right. Okay, sweet. The frame rate looks to be okay.
2200. Looks like we have some time to kill. We can go to the diner and see how Nick and Olivia are doing.
We could, or we could go see we could go stop by the gun store. Because we haven't done that before. Oh yeah. Truly a bygone era.
So, Zach, this case turned into a multiple...
I forgot about this.
What kind of motives turn a criminal into a serial killer? Hedonistic? Ritualistic? Copycat crime? Sex-related? Cannibalistic? From the Bureau's statistics. These interesting ideas don't always really explain the real motive. They're just words. Phrases that the media uses to scare citizens. The spotlight falls on a mere 1% of all cases. Only the weird ones.
You understand all this, right, Zach? No matter how bizarre a crime may appear to be, at the root, there is always rage and personal interest. Right, Zach?
Most people simply don't kill for pleasure. but that kind of common sense never applies to our investigations. Maybe we're lucky. Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. We end up working on those cases in that 1%.
Do you remember, Zach? The first case we handled, just after becoming a special agent?
Now let's talk about this another time. I don't feel like it right now.
Yeah, now he's done talking, so we don't have to hear that part again. Don't make him like they used to.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We need to be at Carol's bar at 2200. We're free until...
Wesley. That was his name.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Compliments do nothing. I strive to meet my ideals. Others may judge my results.
The words of a true craftsman. Your job must be your hobby.
No, I have another hobby.
You do? Aside from work. Tell me then, what is it?
It's nothing special. Since I was a kid, I always liked to collect cards.
Cards. Like trading cards?
That's right.
That reminds me.
A long
I got one
pause.
after I came to this town.
This is a precious one. Where did you get it?
I picked it up around here somewhere. I didn't really think much of it.
I see. Then how about a trade?
A trade?
Here's an idea. As a collector, I just love looking at rare cards. I'd love to take a look at the cards you have. I won't take them from you. And I'll give you something, depending on how many you show me.
You'll pay me just to look at my cards. You really must be a card freak, huh?
For all my card freaks out there. Also, that long pause just to me screams the Homestar Runner bit of I majored in holding on wide shots for too long.
More than 8.
He just stares at the screen for another like 3 seconds before they cut.
You're showing them to me. Here's a little something, as promised.
His own card.
If you find any new cards, come show them to me, will you?
Okay, now we start on the next one. Now we gotta get like 16. I think we don't have all of them. We don't have all 16. I think we have like 13 or 14. Can of pickles. Oh, I remember where the game froze when we were at the junkyard. I'm gonna save right here, right outside the milk barn. That way, just in case it does crash at the junkyard again, we don't lose all of that. Yeah, that's where I parked. There's something about the song that plays from this car that makes me think of, I don't know, like those old plug and play games. You know, the ones that were just a controller with buttons on it? that had like the wires that go right into the TV. Yeah, I know. Wire control with buttons on it. Very very specific, very unique to plug and play games. Never seen one of those before. Like there's the one with the like SpongeBob's face where there's one like button in for one of his like holes up in on his upper right. Let's talk.
You have potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J.
Can't hear the game. Oh, that explains it.
They should be around there somewhere.
I'm feeling the game would be a little quiet. Oh,
If you can find them and bring them back to me, I'll be able to increase the top speed of your vehicle.
Now that sounds like a plan.
It's a fail-proof plan, soldier. You must learn to trust your superiors.
Around J10 then.
Your orders are clear. Now roll out.
okay. think I think what caused this time was the was closing the game or minimizing it. Oh. Oh dear. When it rains, it pours. Game just crashed. Easy restart. And that's why we saved where we did. Because something like that was bound to happen.
Preview during the investigation.
We know what happened previously during the investigation. We talked to Wesley and got a card of Wesley. If the game crashes again after we talk to the general, I'm just gonna skip that because I feel like that's what's causing the problem. There's gotta be something going on with the general that's making him crash the game. He doesn't like our attitude. They just teleport your car anywhere when you park.
You have potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J10. I'll need high gear parts. They should be around there somewhere. If you can find them and bring them back to me, I'll be able to increase the top speed of your vehicle.
Now that sounds like a plan.
I think the game's crashed like 3 times, 3 or 4.
To trust your superiors.
Around J10 then.
Your orders are clear. Now roll out.
Hey, we got cards. There are cards here. We'll be one step closer to getting the next side quest done for Wesley. Optimus Prime. Maybe he does. It's more than 2. It's gotta be at least 3 because I remember there was a crash at least 2 streams ago that was unrelated to this section. And I think it was, but it was in like the vicinity of it was after the Milk Barn side quest was completed where we got the discount card. But before we went into the little dungeon for the first time in Cope's Tunnel. Got the high gear parts. Oh, I will quit shopping. And we'll give him the high gear parts. Oh? Alright, we're doing this quest another time. The game just crashed again. Apparently it does not want us to get the high gear parts to the general. That means that this specific interaction has crashed this game 3 times in a row. So well put together. So stable.
Previously during the investigation.
I'm Kaysen.
Just gonna go to the... We're going where the game's telling us to go. Actually, I'm gonna veer off to get some gas. Oh, we can give him more money. Sweet. You know, I just noticed that with how he turns his head and doesn't turn his body, he's spitting into like the collar of his vest.
I've been waiting for you, Benjamin. I've got a good one for you today. Don't go round spreading this one. I'll tell you another one when I see you again.
Okay, so that one was one we knew already. Okay, what in the world is happening with Deadly Premonition tonight? Okay, I'm gonna do like a quick... The settings here. Oh my goodness. Is this gonna work? Let's just resume.
Previously, during
Guess we can't do anything the game doesn't want us to do, so... Because we're not going to stop to give Jack money. We're not going to stop to get gas or get the car cleaned. We're just going to go directly where the game wants us to go for the investigation. If I had to uninstall and reinstall it, that would be honestly par for the course from what I understand of this game. I know there's like a there's I've heard of like there being a fix mod for it, but I also know that fiddling with it being in either windowed or full screen, like toggling that, helps fix an issue. Yeah, very good game.
Multiple homicide of young girls in that college town in Illinois. All the victims were cut open from the throat to the crotch. Ripped right open. During the autopsy, a second stomach was found inside the first victim's body. Of course, she didn't naturally grow a second stomach. One of the stomachs belonged to someone else. As more victims piled up, there was one with 2 hearts, one with 2 livers, 4 lungs. Different organs each time.
Of course, those extra organs didn't do the girls much good, right, Zach?
And they say too much is never enough. In the end, we arrested a professor at the med school. They found the body of his daughter, dead, and the missing organs at his house. Do you remember what he said when we took him in? I was ordered to restore those deformed bodies back to normal. And remember who he said ordered him? An alien.
Aliens.
Well, of course, we couldn't arrest an alien, so we arrested the professor instead. Serial killers can't be caught by logic and common sense. I learned this the hard way. That first case taught me that. Since then, these cases just keep getting more and more complicated. It's a tough job. I thought getting experience while I was young would make the job easier.
Zach, looks like we still have some time to kill. Let's pass the time elsewhere.
Look, York, I would, but I don't trust this game to not crash if I do anything else right now. So we're just gonna smoke in your car until 10. Okay, now we can go here.
Nick's still in the bar.
Just as we planned then. I wonder what happens next.
Agent York, you're really enjoying this, aren't you? I have to admit, I envy that.
Yeah, I forgot they had 2 bars. Uh-oh.
Agent York, Nick is leaving the bar.
What about Diane?
She isn't here tonight.
Emily, check that with George.
George, can you hear me? Nick's leaving the bar. What's happening with Diane?
No movement. Tell me what to do here.
Stay put, George. I'm thinking Nick will head to the gallery. Let's meet up there.
Got his hair back.
Copy that.
York's ever-changing hair.
Agent York, it's Nick.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go.
Okay. Time to play with the big boys, Nick.
This was it. Can't get too close or else he's gonna notice us, and he's gonna know we're following. We gotta stay enough distance away. But with how turns go, we get a lot closer. And if you remember the route to the art gallery, there's that really, really sharp turn that makes it so he's like 20 feet from us at one point if we're too close. But we can't let him get too far ahead. Yeah, instead of following the route path, it follows a as the bird flies distance. Nick, your car sucks. You're so slow. Also, I think I mentioned the way that driving works is it's you press the right bumper to accelerate. There's no analog, there's no like press this much to move forward just a little bit. It's just either it on or off. Accelerating or not. We're getting too close. I can say one thing at least. At least the game hasn't crashed again yet. I can be thankful for that. Oh. Exhilarating chase. I really feel immersed. I'm wondering if the speed of this is impacted by the fact that Nick is stuck behind somebody else. Because I see there's another car in front of him. But he hasn't been, like... He hasn't exactly been a speed demon this entire time. He's been... Actually, this is rather part of the course, so maybe... Going like 20 miles an hour. I'd honk, but we're supposed to be, you know, quiet and stealthy. But, man. Of course, the other car going the exact same way. Just leaving it in neutral and not accelerating. I am faster than Nick. I'm gonna point out this, us tailing him has taken 17 in-game minutes. And counting. Emily, Thomas, can one of you say something? It's dead silent in here, and, like, it's getting a little awkward. Like, usually, like, somebody says something, like, sometimes York can be like, hey, oh? Optimus Prime? What are you doing here? Thank you, Stock Scream.
We'd all have halos by now if I was driving.
I think someone's putting a curse on all the cars I drive recently.
Agent York, Nick's getting away.
Don't worry, time to get serious. Hold on, you two. This might get bumpy. Is Nick here? George.
No,
No,
Butts
he hasn't
roll
showed
out.
up here.
Why would
What about
Optimus
Diane?
do this?
Any movement?
No action here at all. Did something happen?
Not sure.
Yes, a little. But George, something's different about you. Are you okay?
Actually, I had a little drink while I was waiting. This is my first murder case, after all. I'm on edge, and I needed one. It was only a little, though. I'm still in control.
Look, this is if that was the worst thing that happened to him this investigation, I'd say he'd be having a great time.
Nick and Diane are probably both inside. George, you're sure you didn't see Nick?
Positive. I haven't taken my eyes from the entrance all night.
Not that I don't trust you, George, but I'm positive Nick is here. Is there another entrance?
Not that I know of.
I think the close-up was supposed to be like an "oh
Help me out
you."
if you can, would you?
Once again, I majored in holding on wide shots for too long. Just had it anywhere it was here. Hey, Thomas. The sheriff says he hasn't seen him. Speaking of, where is George? Oh, he's right up there. Save. Okay. There's a bed? Next to a bunch of agent on her, dang. I can definitely get some sleep here, Zach. You sure can, York. An onion? That's a big onion. If it's the same one, it's probably a stock sound effect, given that Deadly Premonition seems to use a whole boatload of those. We're not getting in this way, guys. I don't know. I don't know if that was what. I did not see you there before. Did not realize. We had company. We have company.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Great. Amazing.
Ah, dang. Alright.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Yes.
You just gonna keep spawning? Because, like,
Bullseye.
I have literally infinite ammunition.
Great.
Is it the same person? Locked.
Bullseye. 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 Amazing. Amazing. Yes.
Just stay down. Just stay down.
Yes.
So we are making bank. I guess keep them coming. 22 each time. And they just keep spawning.
Great.
check the other side, see if that can lead us to any other
Yes, yes, yes. Great. Amazing.
Well, that one's got a gun.
Bullseye. Yes.
Um,
Great. Amazing. Great. Amazing.
Even doing the shimmy can't stop my shots.
Yes. Bullseye. Amazing. Amazing. Bullseye. Bullseye. Yes. Great. Great. Yes. Amazing.
Item.
Bullseye. Amazing.
Hey, Nick's card is here. There we go. I wonder how many
Bullseye.
cards we have now. What did you drop for me? First aid kit. Okay, I get it, game. I need to heal. I'll heal. Jeez. Oh, shoot. Ugh, get your hand out of my mouth, nasty.
Bullseye.
Oh, I see.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Amazing.
I think that's the most damage we've taken.
Great. Bullseye.
Your arms are cold? Mean fair.
Emily, I want you guys to.
Wait out here, I know. I'm not gonna fight you about this anymore. But promise me this. If there's trouble, then you'll call us in, okay? You might not think so, but we're a team.
A team.
That's what I think, at least, and I'm interested in you and Zach. I don't want anything to happen to you before I hear more about you two.
What was that face York made? Like, "Huh?" You'll never guess what just happened. There's no way in a million years you'll guess what happened. It crashed again. Again, yes. We've reached critical instability. Okay, I have an idea. So I'm just gonna get the card, I'm gonna unlock the path, and then I'm gonna go and save again. Why is it not letting me skip the cutscene? There we go. Oh my goodness. Why does it say we have
Previously during the
99?
investigation. I'm Casey.
I'm Kason. Oh goodness. Alright, we know where we're going. We know where we need to be. We just gotta get there. Where's my gun? Let's see how far we can get with all of them chasing after. I think that one had a gun. You see, the thing is, I would do that, but I also know that this game is it's just not well ported. So even if we do uninstall, reinstall it before next time, it just might not do anything. It might even be worse. That's why I haven't done it before. But that is also a good idea to at least try it if it keeps giving issue. So I'm considering it. Well, saying run makes me think about, what if somebody tried to speedrun this? Because we already see this game is held together with I don't know, like paper clips and a dream. How many like sequence annihilating glitches do you think there are? Okay. Zach, did you
Emily,
hear?
I want you guys to.
Oh, wait, we got here.
I know. I'm not gonna fight you about this anymore. But promise me this. If there's trouble, then you'll call us in, okay? You might not think so, but we're a team.
Team.
That's what I think, at least, and I'm interested in you and Zach. I don't want anything to happen to you before I hear more about you two.
Oh. Oh, okay. Game. Okay, we're cool. We're clear. For a second, it looked like that face he was making was like a pog. Oh.
Zach, did you hear that? She wants to know more about you. Isn't that a nice surprise? Amazing.
We crashed right before a save. It's like a scenic painting of a red tree torn to shreds. Dang. Oh no! It fell.
Bullseye, bullseye. Amazing. Nice shot.
FBI, stop where you are. Wait a second, I did that out of order. Dang it. I'm so bad at this. Also, she wants to know more about you. It's how easily it is to change the name. I saw the lights like move on this. I thought it was a big bug like scuttling around, and I got really like panicked at that. What was that noise? Who is this? Pale portrait on a red background greeting us with a creepy smile. Is that like William Taft? I wonder if there's going to be something weird in this hall. I heard that.
Huh?
What? We're getting introduced to a new enemy. Do we just have to go back far enough till we can? Oh, snap. Get off of me. It's not a... This became a ring game the moment the developers wanted it to be a ring game. Gonna... Oh, goodness me. Now we're on this side. Just gonna... Ah! I'm timing it way off. At least I don't know what the distance is. Both is good. Both is true. Why would you put the gun away, York? Why would you do that? Okay, you know what? You know what, York? Just because I don't want you to get us killed, gonna have you eat both of those first aid kits because I don't trust you to not put the gun away when there's an enemy right in front. I'm glad I healed him because I was too close again. Dang. Gosh, stop putting the gun away. Okay, hold on. You know what? There's probably no. If I go for melee, it's gonna go even worse. I foresee that being the case. Even if it's faster, it might deal more damage. I don't trust myself. And then she's gonna fire off one of them shadow blasts. Okay. I was standing too close. Hey, wait, what angle? What angle was... What? That looked weird. Okay, now I'm just getting careless. I'm dying here. Goodness me. Okay. Ooh, I fat fingered that. Okay. Which wall? Right wall. What? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try and use the steel pipe. Our one melee weapon. I genuinely want to know if we just got the enemy that low, if this does that much damage. Because that was crazy. Oof. What a thrill. Oh yeah, I just got into a fight with a really scary monster. Let me just take a nap in the next bed I see. The donut. Getting phone after phone after phone. Long sleep. Like... Better just get something to eat soon, Zach. Cherry pie. Worm. No, it doesn't let you eat the worm, sadly. Can of pickles. Just like 7 lollipops. And let's just eat the last pack of crackers. Yeah, it should be fine. We should be well fed there. Yep, just I'll let you guys know I took a nap. Well, I mean, it's not gonna open if there's a big lock on it like that, York. Silly. Range of the aiming range on that is not very wide.
This is the entrance hall.
Tree looks a whole lot more evil than I remember it looking. I mean, it was monolithic last time, yeah, but this is like crazy. All right, we're starting the profiling.
You? What are you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed.
Goodness. Lovely sounds, by the way.
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Isn't that how it always is, York? Yeah, if you're talking about that, like, I think it was called, like, DP fix. I think I heard of that one before. What's this? Observe? Can I observe? Observe. Painting of a man staring into the distance with a firm gaze. He's holding a red apple. Painting of a baby holding a blue apple in its tiny hands. Lovely hand tree. I see it's bearing fruit this time of year. already have it equipped. Good thing. What? No, hold on. Okay, I probably have to use the handgun at this point to get the better... Just have better aim. Okay, no. I just have to suck it up. It's like, you see the... I see the red apple. It's right there. What in the... Okay. Can I even shoot those off? I can, I see the reticle. Okay, yeah, so that is the thing. Mistral vibes. Ripe apple. Is the apple supposed to mean something? Put the ripe apple on the thing, and then we move on. So that looks like a blue apple. I can aim and shoot it, and then the tree will shrink. Wait, green apple. Hold on a second. I need to check something on that. A painting. The painting of a baby holding a blue apple in his hand. Did the game just get it wrong? Did it get the color wrong? Oh no, the screen's getting all red and... Actually, it's like pink right now. They're releasing the nightmare gas. The rain gas. They just had the wrong color in the text. It's our picture. Somehow it looks unnatural. I feel like there's more enemies. Yeah, there are more enemies. There we go.
Amazing. Nice shot. Amazing. Yes. Great. Yes.
The tree is like exploding out into seeds? Wait, what? We got a shotgun off of a random enemy. Okay. Red seed. Could be an important clue in solving this case. What makes you say that, York? Is it the fact that we've literally... everything we've been doing has involved these red seeds from before we started working on this case? Well, I want to see if I can actually, like, get this shotgun equipped. We just don't need these, so... Put away the mission. We've run into a predicament. We can't get rid of any items. Wonder if there's anything more in here. Me into the toolbox. So we're in an interesting predicament where we just can't hold anything else. Well, looks like the shotgun's gonna be a tool for a different time. I mean... the red vines are entangled around the guiding rope. A no-go for sure, but you could... I mean... like, I feel like anybody could just kind of, like, step and, like, duck under to just get there, but I guess he doesn't want to. Oh, we needed to kill that one to get the key. I see.
Amazing. Yes. Great. Nice shot.
There we go. The key we needed was on us already. A stiletto heel shoe broken. Becky must have sent these with her letter. So you now have the shoe to go with the heel. They just keep dropping more and more weapons. I can't hold them all. The toolbox is full, and we're not even like I don't know. It feels like we're like halfway through.
Great.
We're only like halfway through the game.
Amazing.
Nope.
Amazing. Bullseye.
Or are you one of those infinite respawning ones?
Amazing. Great. Bullseye. Amazing.
Now we're back down here. And the game wants us to be here because those vines covering the door tell us so.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Bullseye.
I don't know why these two didn't aggro, but
Yes. Bullseye.
easier for me to deal with. An upside-down peace mark has been drawn in blood on this circular painting. Not part of her collection, I figure. Oh boy.
You? What are you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed.
Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think the memories are being pieced together. Sheila, what? Oh dear, I hope we don't have to fight another one of those. Yep, we do. I'm getting the pipe. That's it. I'm getting me mallet. Wow, it's so much easier to use the pipe. More? Come on. Give me a challenge. We didn't even need to use one medkit this time, let alone like the 12 we used on the last one. Or the one before that. Oh, there.
Amazing. Yes. Amazing.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence for the night. I always forget that his hands just don't, they couldn't line up the bars with his hands. They just couldn't do it. Oh, we can get the shotgun out. Boy. No, wait, not put away. Take item out. Shotgun with a sawed-off short barrel. Uses 12-gauge shotgun shells. Can hold 7 rounds. Attack high. Alright, let's see. I mean, we just saved, but like we can save again. We can give him a call. Like, yeah, I just beat a bunch of people up with a steel pipe. Nothing new. As much as do I want to use the shotgun for this? It's the one thing we have that doesn't have infinite ammo, so I'm gonna say no. If I can hit the dang thing. If I can hit it. Of course. Of course. Of course. There should be another locked door behind this locked door. Oh no, it's just gonna be a cutscene. Wait, what?
Nick.
Blood? That's not good. But, like...
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up!
How long were you banging on the door?
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
Diane, don't move. Don't move hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
There's not enough time. George! Catch us!
It was beautiful. I don't know what I liked more, the fact that York's coat is clipping into his shirt, the slow motion and beautiful music, or the
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed.
Hmm?
George? Diane.
Oh, yeah. What a beautiful beach. The reaching round who bear off over many directions. Combinating in sharp voices, slide away interruptingly, inspiring a truly deep eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp voices.
this game.
The most unimaginable desire. And yet, this is far more than a wooden piece of art. It is a piece of masterpiece by
Diane?
Come closer. Smell things, please.
Diane!
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
Back off! Don't touch me!
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
I requested, and
Thomas will need a body bag, too.
Nick, quiet.
Nick, shut up.
Hear that?
Hmm?
Stop your crying. And he did. He actually did stop crying. Willie?
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
That dialogue really matched up well with that. That was totally the way it was supposed to look, I'm sure. Let's see what these two are. Well, I mean, Willie's just been here. Willie's like Kaysen's dog. And he just kind of meanders around. Called an ambulance, but keep an eye on George and Nick. We might still need it. Can still feel her. Ooh. Ooh. That can't be fun. Alright, I'm going after the dog. Alright. Yeah, that's right. We're following a dog to figure out what's going on in the investigation. You're seeing that, right? They're gonna go left, Willie? Now you're gonna go right? Okay. If only there was some kind of trail that also would have led me to this location. Thank you, game designers, for having me follow Willie. If it's gonna lead me over to that door, I'm gonna... Yep. If only there was any sort of other path that would have led me to this door. I wonder what the observer's gonna say. If I can. On close inspections, there are tracks on the floor grooves. Perhaps we might be able to move the sack. Willie, were you leading me to here?
Willie, are you out there?
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane. To have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out. Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up here. I've just been here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window. Then you showed up instead of Diane.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room. Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed.
I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane. Take his rules and confidence away from him? I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Cool story, York. We're rolling in dough.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go for a drink. Why not? I'm a little York.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's age history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Oh, jeez. Let's just skip that.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, I always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
There more to talk about?
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink. Let me know before you leave, okay?
Hi, Carol.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
Why are you holding it away from her?
I'm busy, gotta go.
That really is the energy she gave, Nox. Is that Germa? So, just to summarize it for you, Leon, we didn't really hear much other than the song performance. Is this an open mic night? Nah. We can't hear York talk about movie trivia. That would be pretty sweet. Just have York go up on stage and start talking about movie trivia under the guise of it being stand-up comedy. Only one guy clapped. Brother's at the sheriff's department, isn't he? Poor guy having to watch over Nick, who didn't even do anything. Oh yeah, that's right. Thomas is her brother. Oh, open it? It's empty. What? Wait. Wait, I just realized. Oh dear. Why are my suitcases here? Or why are my suits here? It'll take 24 hours. Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Oh yeah, and this is the suit York is wearing.
Of the forest.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here? I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Hi, George. I love York's. I'm so happy that I changed York's suit for this.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school.
Damn.
She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Five minutes, dang.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
Lie to us. Wait a second, I just realized where's my car? This isn't my car. Record player card. That's a good question, Peck. And my answer? This game has audio bouncing that's somehow worse than mine. Though that was really loud. Even in my ears, I can only imagine.
There was another really bad one around this time
Oh, goodness.
of year. 3 years ago. Remember, Zach?
Yes, that's right. That one. Multiple homicide, same MO, across Utah, Colorado, and Missouri. The victims were all average married housewives.
Oh yeah, this one.
But after being run over so many times by a car, they didn't look human. 5 victims in 2 months in the 3 states. The way he killed them was always the same. But aside from that, there was nothing that linked the victims together. Well, they were all married. But age, race, nothing else matched up. Tire marks and fragments of paint ID'd the car that was used. That's where things got really tricky. The perpetrator used a 1993 model Cadillac Alante as a weapon. It was registered in the name of one Senator... No, I don't feel like talking about this anymore. That senator's basement. I wish I could forget what I saw there.
Goodness. He still got the pants.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was right after the crime. Oh shoot.
No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully. What was different from the other crime scenes?
Okay. Let's go with multiple bodies.
No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's probably right after the crime. Because, like, we'd, like, just gotten there. There we go.
That's right. Diane was still alive.
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed, which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Quint!
This is very important.
No, I know it's Case and York.
Who was it we found locked up in the basement?
Why is Quint an option? He wasn't even... He hasn't... We haven't even seen him in like a day.
That's right. Kaysen.
What a picture of Kaysen, by the way.
Good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
A dog bark, and it's Willie, of course. No, but it's the footsteps of boots.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day, which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest. Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Look at that face. These are like these are like primo icons. Like each one. Especially the I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace symbol. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
New Steam icon. Perfect. Exactly.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan. Emily? What's going on?
He says, looking at the door.
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly, and baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I need sugar because I spent so much time thinking.
Huh?
My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Love
Fire
this
away.
music.
Who's Zach?
Oh, I choked on my cigarette.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child. I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Damn.
You may be hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember our conversation with Emily? She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad.
I know you're there. Come on.
Date my brain pal.
Thomas.
Cut him off. Incredible. What's the big picture gonna be for this one? I never pointed a gun at that.
Previously during
Let's see the Zach view.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
In New York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
Diane got squashed. Oh yeah, we're back in it. Tea break. This one. I was trying to do like the I was just about to start doing the Gino's forest pattern.
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still
It's
want
Harry.
to enter?
I do. It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go, Mr.
Oh. That's what was on the other side of the door.
Carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
Immediately. They did the stinger before she jumped. Zach, I just had a dream that I was a grandpa.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes. Thank you.
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now. It says to hurry, and the first letter of each line is Harry. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit. Polly, I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh, really? He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course. Now, give me your cup, and I'll give you some more coffee.
York, what the hell?
I'll see you later, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
Yeah, not only did did it make like a circle around the letters. Hi, Kason. Probably beat me over here. But they were already like scrunched up enough just to make it happen.
Hey, am I still a suspect?
No.
Okay, good. My wife and I have been living separately for over 3 years now. Diane, she's a single woman, so this shouldn't be a problem.
That's true.
I feel so bad for Diane, though. Gosh, did you find out who did it?
I can't discuss that.
Yes, of course. I understand. You don't have to tell any of the folks around town about me and Diane, do you?
No, I won't do that. But it's a small town. I'm sure the rumors have started already. Nothing to be ashamed of, right? What's there to worry about?
Nothing in particular. No, nothing at all. I'm clean as the sheets in this hotel. What's with that look? We don't have a problem, right?
It looks like Kaysen is involved with another woman in town. We can only hope it isn't Emily.
I've never seen somebody stand up like that. I need to talk.
You?
Gather info bonus.
Oh, hi.
Let's talk.
What's wrong, Polly? You look a little tired.
I'm fine. Well, it's just that I was cleaning up my room, and so many memories came flooding back to me.
Memories?
Oh, my dear, Mr. Morgan, that's not the kind of question you should ask a lady.
Uh-oh? Polly has a precious piece of memorabilia somewhere in the hotel. Find it and give it to her. Not to be rude, but memory deteriorates with age. Might want to check her room. Okay. Is there a map of the hotel? Yes, this definitely tells me where the rooms are. Just gonna take a look at this very large room over here. Oh wait, that's outside. Well, next cutscene it is, I guess.
York, I can't find Thomas. Was he here?
No, I haven't seen him. Have you tried the radio?
I've been trying, but he's not answering.
What about Nick?
No problem with him. He's calmed down a little. He's still saying he didn't do it. Nick said that Thomas disappeared sometime during the night. He kept calling for him, but Thomas stopped responding. I'm a bit worried. George has asked for permission to search for Thomas.
I understand that things have been hard for Thomas, but surely he's just resting at home. But I'm not against looking for him. Tell George that he has my blessing.
Okay. As far as I know, Thomas always calls in when he needs a day off.
We're human, and so we are limited. As far as you know, there haven't been any serial killings here before, right?
That's right, but that's not...
Emily, I'm going to see Harry today.
What? Why? We have plenty of other leads to follow, don't we?
He did invite me over, though. It would be bad manners not to accept.
Are you really an FBI agent? I think the FBI would take a more logical approach to investigations.
But Emily, a serial killer does not stay within the boundaries of logic. Thus, you can't hope to capture such a killer using only logic. That's why I'm going to see Harry. You go with George and find Thomas.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks.
I was an idiot for thinking he might be a good pick. I really need to work on my taste in men.
Won't forget my car and its music. We can just see Harry like at almost any time. This is a very open time frame.
Zach, we've ended up with a third victim. That dive I made at the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach.
Dive. When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I like punk rock, but we like different types of punk. You liked hard and heavy punk, like Crash and Sham 69. I like the more twisted ones, like The Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for hours of the bands we really liked, but for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. I wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now.
Finally we get some more York media lore. A lot of coverage really set in. The psycho's work doing it after doing that chapter. Oh, dang. Good point. Oh.
You know what? There was one band that we both liked.
We went all the way to New York to see them play, right, Zach?
It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside. And inside, we were shocked. Right, Zach?
I'll never forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg pop. The Ramones. That song still makes me feel good. And that's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days. Rock and roll high school and Chinese rock. Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing bird. And I was so depressed when I heard the news of the deaths. Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they are.
Damn. Oh. Huh. That's an interesting detail, Agia. Makes sense why he wouldn't be able to go to their shows. And we're almost there, finally. And drift in! There we go. Harry's mansion. Here's a two-way street past the gate.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Wait a second. You have a payphone in your house? You're a monster.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, Mr. Stewart has been waiting for you. To the meeting room you shall go to.
That was a stretch, and you know it.
The meeting room is through here. Please be kind. Be sincere.
I like the little smirk. I see what you did there. Another payphone. Is that not the meeting room? Is this the meeting room? What? A Springfield rifle. Statue cavalry. Apparently, looks like it was meant to hold something. Oh, wait. I have to find 3 different rifles. Looks like a... Why are they all holding umbrellas? What is it with, like, scary mansions and having, like, obtuse puzzles to unlock a room? Umbrella for guest room number 6. I could just take a nap in his house while he's waiting for me. I'm just stealing his umbrellas. Umbrella for guest room number 1. High quality beef. Let's go. It's just sitting in a room that nobody's in, and we get infinite of it. I think that's enough high quality beef for now. We can get more later. Okay. So we have...
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Interesting. No, not this second.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Wait a second. Let's take a look at the umbrellas themselves. They seem to be uniform. Dang. Took an hour? Jeez. So the shape is not the important bit. So let's take a look in the rooms again. So room 1 has... I'm going to see if they all have paintings of cavalry. So 1, 2... If they all do, then it's probably the one that has, like, cavalry that's different. And we have to determine what's different. This one's facing left. So that's 6. Oh, wait. It just flipped? There goes that idea. Maybe we have to make it match the... Maybe the bust has to match the, statue? Worth a shot. Interesting, interesting. Ah, here we go. This should help. 73. Eroica? Symphony number 5, Fate. Symphony number 6, Pastoral. Of the multitude of musical scores, these 3 are the only ones left open. Harry did this. It must have some meaning. I think I get it. I believe this one is 3. And of course, the statue's eyes light up. 5. And 6. There we go. Door's unlocked. For some reason, that unlocks the door. I still have my flashlight on. It's like pointing straight in his eyes when I sit down. Yeah, it is.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please have some tea while it is hot. Too much coffee for your body will make it rot.
You seem well prepared.
Almost as though you knew I would be coming today.
Mr. Stewart is particular about the best timing for all things. Now please, drink some tea and enjoy the good health it brings.
I'm sorry, Harry, but I just don't like tea.
Dude, he's not drinking the tea! What the hell?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, some tea with sugar is what's best admired by your body that looks so tired. So says Mr. Stewart.
Hey, come on. The red seeds.
Harry, where did you get these seeds?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, those seeds were found in our town in a certain specific place. More seeds are there, you will see, when you find that certain space. Come back to me and we shall talk after you find that certain place. So says Mr. Stewart.
Alright, so you like to play games.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, a hint for you to find this location. It is most crowded and most quiet, and gives a cold sensation. So says Mr.
I think I know what it is, guys. I think it's
Alright. So you're not going to talk unless I find this certain place. I'll play along.
Ah, my eyes. That I didn't expect that to be the end of the chapter. So he wants us to go to the cemetery, is what I'm gathering from that. Even the loading screen's giving us a hint to that, because that's where we found the green tomatoes.
Zach, let the treasure hunt begin. A crowded place, and yet it is very quiet there. Have you figured it out, Zach?
It must be the graveyard. There's lots of people there, but none of them can speak. You see? So let's get going to the graveyard.
Actually, I think that's gonna be it for Deadly Premonition for tonight. It's getting to be about that time, and we just saved, so we're not gonna be missing out on too much progress. Actually, we're not gonna be missing out on any. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. We'll continue Deadly Premonition next week, because tomorrow we have the model debut. And I've been looking forward to this for so long, and I'm so excited for it. This is going to be good. Thank you, Peck. I'm happy you enjoyed it. And everybody, good night. I'll see you next time.